What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As usual, I'm Patrick Hennessy. Hope everyone's having a beautiful, blessed day. I'm having a good day. Woke up early, decided, you know what? I want to make a YouTube video because it's been a minute. Haven't streamed after any Yankee games because they're on a 3-game losing skid. Just weird times going on, but I want to sit down, make a video, talk to you guys a little bit because you know what? It makes my day and hope it makes yours as well. I want to talk about Gleyber Torres. Gleyber Torres is off to a brutal start to the 2024 season, and in him being in his walk year, I find it kind of interesting because now we're kind of evaluating whether or not there's even a future for Gleyber Torres in New York, and also if he's even going to be a Yankee post-trade deadline. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it a lot more today. Before that, I want to give a huge shout-out to our sponsor, Foco, F-O-C-O. They have all the best merchandise in the game, the best Yankees merchandise in the game. Look at all these cool products. Be sure to hit that link in the description. Use code PATRICK15, PATRICK15. 15% off your purchase. Be sure to do it, bro. They have all these fun pins, and you guys already know. They have my favorite sunglasses. So be sure to use that discount code at checkout. Hit that link in the description. Buy yourself a fun little April gift. Buy your mother a Mother's Day gift, Father's Day gift. They got it all. Appreciate you guys so much for supporting Foco and for supporting the channel. But yeah, Gleyber Torres, obviously off to a putrid start so far this season. I have his numbers here on the screen. He's batting .206, no home runs yet, with a .556 OPS. And then also when you look at his percentile rankings as well, as far as batting run value goes, dude, he's in the 9th percentile, which is near the bottom of the league. It's kind of insane how bad he's been offensively, because here's what my thing with Gleyber's always been, right? Past couple years, well, going into the 2022 season, I was a little bit skeptical, right? Because 2021 was a massive disappointment, and 2020, the shortened season, that wasn't a good season for him either. And obviously coming off 2019, where he had this absurd year with like a 900 OPS, hitting 38 home runs, stupid numbers. Those two seasons were extremely disappointing. And then 2022 and 2023, you kind of saw the Gleyber Torres that you expect, right? Where it's like 20, 25 home runs, 750 plus OPS, right? I think even last year he had an 800 OPS. But now, I know, granted, we're only like 3 weeks into the season, but a 556 OPS isn't what you're expecting from Gleyber Torres in 2024. That's like what you're expecting from 2021 Gleyber Torres, if you're lucky, right? So yeah, obviously really strange to see the offensive struggles. I wonder if it has anything to do with him batting leadoff. I don't know. Because obviously for the first, 2 weeks of the season or so, Gleyber Torres was the Yankees' leadoff hitter, where, to be honest, bro, like, I never saw Gleyber Torres as a good leadoff guy. Maybe other people in the comments could tell me otherwise, but I never liked the idea of him at leadoff. I don't view him as a typical leadoff hitter. He's not really an on-base machine. He's not really a speed threat. I think Volpe is a much better fit at that leadoff spot, and he's kind of shown it so far. So I expect him to be the Yankees' leadoff hitter as time goes by. But also, when you look at the other percentile rankings, expected slugging, expected batting average, expected weighted on-base average, barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, these are all areas where Gleyber Torres is in the bottom of the league so far to start the season. Not at the very bottom, but, you know, he's trending that way, and it's not great. But then you look at some other peripherals. I mean, bro, he's in the 96th percentile in chase percentage, near the top of the league there. So that's a plus. His eye is still there. It just doesn't seem like he's making great contact when he does. Obviously, like I said, that barrel percentage and hard hit percentage in that 27th percentile, not great. But my thing with Gleyber, and I know that the stats don't really reflect it because he's still technically slightly above average when it comes to fielding, but Gleyber Torres defensively is a nightmare to watch on a day-in, day-out basis. And this is exactly why I say all the time, you can't quantify everything in baseball with numbers, because Gleyber Torres, his defense this season has been putrid. I'm pretty sure anybody who sat down and watched every single Yankee game could tell you that, but the stats don't show that. So that's why I think it becomes a little bit tricky, because I think even Gleyber would tell you that so far this season defensively, he's been awful. I would hope he would say that. But yeah, it's just strange to me because it just feels like there's so many simple routine plays or turning double plays or just fielding normal ground balls, applying tags, that the basics are just lacking. And one thing I will give a shout out to Gleyber Torres on is he's working on this, right? I believe it was prior to Tuesday's game against the Blue Jays. He was on the field early working on defensive drills with Soto. By the way, Soto is my captain, just saying. Yeah, I give Gleyber a shout out for that. But when you look at it in the grand scheme of things now, it's like I'm imagining if he finishes the season with decent numbers, Gleyber's going to be going into this offseason looking for a contract somewhere in that $150 million, $200 million range, which, in my opinion, is absolutely absurd for a player like Gleyber Torres. Even before this season, even before the rough start to the 2024 season, I don't view Gleyber Torres for the past 2 seasons as a $200 million player. So it's going to be interesting to see where that goes and how that transpires and who the Yankees potentially replace him with, because as of right now, I don't think there's any chance he comes back to the Yankees. Bro, let's be honest. I think even if he has a 40 home run year this year, I don't think there's a chance of him coming back to the Yankees. I think it's kind of set in stone right now. Unless he takes a massive hometown discount, Gleyber Torres is gone. He will no longer be a New York Yankee after this season. And I think that's just because of financial reasons. The Yankees are going to hand Juan Soto $800 million this offseason. There's not really wiggle room for a $200 million Soto contract, Torres contract, you know? But yeah, and then I think also it becomes interesting because if Gleyber keeps up this piss-poor production through the All-Star break, which I hope he doesn't, is he still a Yankee post-deadline? Is there a scenario where they just dump him to another team at the deadline and replace him at second base with DJ and kind of just hope that there's no injuries going forward? I don't know. Gleyber's putting the Yankees in a weird spot right now. This all changes if Gleyber just kind of like steps his game up and becomes a major league hitter, because right now he's not. And also defensive, bro. Just, he needs to step up his game in general. And then I think the Yankees will be in a decent spot. But as of right now, when you look at the offense, I know Judge is off to a weird start. I know Verdugo's off to a weird start. I know Rizzo's off to a weird start. But the only guys I'm truly concerned about are Gleyber Torres and Anthony Rizzo. Those are the only 2 guys off to slow starts this season where I'm like, yo, this is kind of weird territory. So, yeah, regardless, though, I'm looking forward to the rest of the Yankee season. I think this team's going to be a juggernaut, even though they're off to a little losing skid past 3 games. But, dude, they're going to turn it around very, very soon. I guarantee it. We're still not going to lose possession of first place all year. I know the Orioles are creeping up. Don't care. The Yankees are the best team in baseball, and they need to start acting like it. So let's lock down. Let's win this final game in Toronto, right? Because it's only a 3-game series, if I'm not mistaken. Double checking for you guys right now because I don't want to be proved wrong. Yeah, looks like this is the final game in Toronto. So, yeah, go out, win. Just keep winning. Go into every day. Win. Like your DJ Khaled, bro. Appreciate you all for stopping by. You guys know, once again, be sure to check out Foco, all the best Yankees products around town. Use code Patrick15 for 15% off your purchase. I love the New York Yankees. They give me a reason to wake up every morning. You guys know the deal. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I will see you all after the next game the Yankees win for a nice little post-game live stream. Peace.